Okay, good afternoon. So we will begin. Please let me know if you can hear me and if you can um, see my screen. I will be checking back and forth from the chat. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask at any time and I'll check back. Okay, so we'll get started. The objective of the training today is basically the back end process of when someone requests a CMA through your Intouch website. So this can be compared to maybe a cloud CMA that some agents share on Facebook. So on your Intouch website, under the sales page here is considered a landing page. So if you grab this URL and post it onto Facebook, so either you're doing a Facebook boosted post or a home spotter agent ad, you can share this link as somewhat of a landing page. So I am going to create a post just so you can see how it looks. Okay. And again, this is something that you do want to add to your Facebook business page only and not your personal page. Okay, so if you do post something like this on Facebook, or if you do a Facebook boosted post, you want to add more than contact me to see what your home is worth. You want to maybe share your expertise as a realtor about the market. Now's a great time to sell. Contact me to see what your home is worth in your area. If you are farming an area, you can plug in a zip code into a home spotter boost ad, which is available to you on desk, or you can plug in an address on Facebook since they no longer allow you to target per zip code. Okay, so we have our Facebook post. And again, if you are boosting this means it shows up as a sponsored post on timelines. And I wonder if we can change the photo here. No. Okay, so someone clicks on the post, takes you to this landing page here. I already entered an address here. So this is what the user and visitor will do. They'll type in their phone number. Please, no. So because I'm already a contact in this agent's website, I'm going to leave off the H of my name just so I can differentiate between the contacts. So okay. So I should be receiving an email shortly from Market Leader. However, at the same time as the agent website, you should receive a notification from Market Leader as well. So I'm not sure of the lag time there, but I'll check my email. Go here. Okay, so I have not received that email yet. Just checking here for any questions. So we're going to assume that I got the email. let me open this up here. It shouldn't take that long, but we'll move forward. Okay, so no. Okay. No, nothing has come through yet. Let me keep refreshing. Okay, so normally when that contact comes through, you as the agent will see it here. But I still don't see it. And it's not in my email. Okay, moving on. So please note that as a standard user, which most agents are a standard Intouch user, a pro user, oh, here we go here. A pro user is $175 for the year. As a pro user, you can create a CMA within Intouch without anyone requesting it. However, as a standard user, you can only create a CMA in Intouch if someone requested through your Intouch website. But we have Moxie present as our CMA digital presentation, so no worries there. This is specifically if someone requests a CMA through your Intouch website. And as I mentioned, because I am a contact in this agent's database already, that notification probably did not populate in terms of the email sent to me. I wanted to show you what your client or the visitor will receive once they submit that CMA. However, you will notice on the new contacts timeline that you have received a CMA request from Leah Scott, so on and so forth. So here on the timeline, Intouch allows you to take action right away. So if you want to call, you have to that client or visitor has to provide their number. So maybe you give them a quick call, a quick call and say, thanks for requesting a CMA on my website. I'm going to gather one for you quickly and send it right over. Contact me if you have any questions. You can leave a note that you did make that call to that client. And then you can follow up with an additional email. Thanks again. Left you a voicemail. I'll be in touch shortly. So it's in your best interest to take advantage of all of these options because this is a new lead that is requesting some information from you. So any questions so far? No. Okay. I'll have a quick sip of water and then I'll get back. Okay, so here we want to click Send CMA. Now, one thing I am not a huge fan of in this process is that I'll show you when we get to it. Okay, so here, delivery options, we want to send an email, or you can do email and download PDF. Contacts address, it is already here for you. Now, this is a condo building, so it's safe to assume that most people will not enter the unit number, but that's not any important information that you need right away. So you have all of your important information here, the address, city, state, bedroom, and baths. However, because you're not aware of the comps in that area or that building as of yet, maybe you are, maybe you're not, you can't give it estimated price range because you have not done the comps. And maybe that's just me because I'm not a licensed agent. But you have to enter some type of price range, which I find pretty weird. So if you are knowledgeable in that area, which is safe to assume if you are marketing this or boosting this on Facebook, that you are targeting an area that you are very familiar with. So just off your realtor knowledge, you might say, okay, this is the Gold Coast area, 2-bed, 2-bath condos, and that area may range between 700,000 to 800,000. Okay, and then you hit next. So again, by default, Intouch already provides you with some copy that you can use and or customize. In the training that I did yesterday, I encourage agents to personalize all of their messaging. So here you can enter hi, merge, and enter the contact's first name. So when this email goes out, it will populate as the first name. Or maybe, which you should have already created, a quick text option for visitors that request a CMA through your website. So if you did have that quick text option, you can click that and hit the next button. Okay, so this is completing the CMA within Intouch. However, if this is a very new lead for you, first impressions count. I would say that you create a CMA through Moxie and also attach that Moxie link presentation to this email, which we'll walk through as well. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here you have the options to search by criteria or listing address or ID, but we'll use what the user provided. And Intouch recommends that you only add up to 3 listings. So let's change the property type to condo. And you see that gave us more options to choose from. Now, because I'm not a licensed agent, I do not have that area knowledge or that market knowledge of comparable condos in the area. So again, you want to utilize your expertise in that field. So here, I'll choose 3 properties. Okay, and then you see that Intouch only allows you to choose up to 3 properties or 3 listings. So choose wisely, and then we hit next. Again, make sure you change that property type. So if it is a condo, multifamily, etc. Okay, so now we'll choose our solds. And next. Okay, so again, this is where that quick text option comes in handy. So if you are doing some heavy marketing or advertising online, either Facebook boosting or HomeSpotter boost, using your sales page as a landing page, it would be great for you to create some quick text options. So that initial CMA request, a follow-up CMA request, quick text option, so you can have more efficiency with your CRM follow-ups. So here, again, merge contacts first name, and I did not create a CMA or a quick text option for this, but you get the idea. You preview. This is what the email will look like, and you see that it does add the contact's first name. So take that extra time to personalize all your emails. That does help with the engagement and open rate when you communicate. And these are the properties here. And this is just a closing information. So maybe you don't need that personalization there. Okay. So because Intouch only allowed you to do 3 properties, it would be best to take it a step further. Sorry, I have a lot going on. take a step further to do that initial Moxie seller presentation. So I will not spend too much time on this, but I want you to see how you can add that to the CMA through Intouch. So I'll check back to see if we have any questions. Okay. Okay, so we'll go in and create new, select seller. Moxie does take some time to populate, so a lot of patience is required. And yes, you can send the CMA off as is, but as I mentioned, if you do want to add an extra level of service to this new lead, you should do a Moxie. So default seller CMA here, continue, enter prepared for, make sure your listing source is connected to MRED, create. Okay, we don't have the unit number for that listing. If you did, you will be able to enter the last listing number for that unit if it was previously listed within the past 5 or 7 years, I believe, and pull in that previous MLS information. If not, all you need to do is enter the address. And the subject property. It's a condo, 2 beds, and 2 full baths. Continue. And that is it. We'll scroll down, continue once more. Now, most agents have provided feedback that Moxie does not bring in all the relevant comps, and that is okay. Everyone has their way or process of choosing comps for a listing. So you do have the option to insert the MLS number of any listing that you do not see Moxie offer you. So that is an option too. You just want to separate that listing number with a comma. So back to location, we'll go to filters. Maybe I'll choose actives, sold, bedroom, I'll leave it at that. And of course, you can adjust the filters to how you see fit using your realtor expertise and knowledge. Okay, so because we have a lot of listings available, and I'm not going through all of those. So I always recommend agents zoom in and out of the map here, right here in the right-hand corner. And I choose the zoom option because the radius option, in my experience, will get frozen. So, and I found that every time it would freeze, I will have to start all over again. So, as a busy agent that you are in the field, you will not have time for that. So I always recommend that you continue to zoom in and out of the listing to minimize or expand your options. Okay, so I am only going to choose a few listings here. As you can see, the closer you zoom in, the more comps you get for the building itself. So the most important takeaway from here is to use the filters with bed, bath, property type, active souls, and you can even do price as well. Okay, I am just going to select a few so we can move on. And when you are ready to select, you can either include all here or exclude all, or scroll down and select the comps that you want to include. So again, this is providing a few additional comps that Intouch allows you to offer through that initial CMA. So we have 11 listings here, sold and active. So I am going to rearrange them there. Scroll down and hit continue. Here, Moxie does an estimated pricing for you in addition to net proceeds. So some agents do ask about a net proceeds sheet. This allows you to provide information to the seller of what they can potentially walk away with once the deal is done. So this is a good page to add once you do get the listing, of course. So I'll just keep that in your back pocket. We're not going to enter any of that information here, so we hit continue. And I'll check the chat screen to see if we have any questions. No? Okay. So this is our Moxie presentation. And again, I won't go through all of the pages, but I will delete the net proceeds page and the estimate comparison page and move on. Okay, so to share that or add that to the Intouch email, I'm going to click view and then web. Copy this URL. Go back to Market Leader. And so I'm not sure what's happening here. Okay, so I'm going to use my merge text option again and say thank you. Okay, so you can, again, use that merge text for any area of your email. This is where I will add the Moxie presentation. I'll highlight here, paste my URL, and target new window. That allows it to open up in a new window and hit OK. So preview my email. Again, this is all copy that Intouch provides for you. Feel free to customize it. Our 3 active properties, our 3 sold properties. And I'm not the biggest fan of this option here. So, and maybe I shouldn't say that, but I know price can be a sensitive topic for most homeowners and even agents. So if you have an estimated market value or price that they don't agree with, then maybe you lose that contact. But it's important to also stress that this is an estimated market value and that you are open to sitting down with them further for a consultation to discuss a good price. So that is on you to add that additional copy. So here is our closing remark, and this is our Moxie presentation here. Okay. So very interactive. And what I like about the Moxie presentation is that it is real time. So any active properties that go under contract from the time you send this email until the time the person opens it, it will reflect within the presentation here. So now is a good time to see how you can separate yourself from other agents in the area. And most agents don't take the extra time to do something like this. And it doesn't take a lot of time. So, and once we agree with the preview here, we hit send. Okay. Let's see what's on the download. So in addition to that, if you do want to take it a step further, so you called the lead, you left a note within your Intouch dashboard, you sent them a follow-up email letting them know that you got their CMA request and to expect the email coming from you shortly or CMA coming from you shortly. You send out this CMA. And why not print the CMA off and throw it in an envelope and drop it in the mail as well? You don't have to include the closing, or maybe you do, but it's just that continuous touches with that particular lead. So, and it only took a few minutes to do that. Okay, so let's refresh the contacts dashboard. So you can see here that the activity.
Leah,
Yes, yes.
I'm sorry. How did you attach the link for the Moxie presentation?
Yes, I attached it as a hyperlink. So give me 1 second. I'll go back and show you how to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. This shows you the recent activity for the contact here. Okay. And if I refresh once more, it will show that the CMA was sent. I'm not seeing that yet. Okay, so I know one agent that pays for leads through Market Leader from homevalues.com. Now, he doesn't recommend, you know, per his experience, that agents pay for those leads, but he will get seller request leads in, and he will always send out the email from his Outlook account, which is fine. However, if you do that, you're not able to see when that contact is opening your email, when they're clicking on any links within your email. So you're really blindly sending out an email with any without any ability to measure any metrics or engagement. But to answer your question, Nikki, if we want to send a follow-up email, or I'll just show you how to hyperlink. So say we sent our email to the CMA request and we want to follow up. Okay, so I just highlight the word that I want to hyperlink. I go over here to the insert link and you have the remove link option. I paste my URL. And I like to, depending on what I'm attaching, I like to do new window. And you do not need any titles. And I hit OK. So this allows me to click on the presentation. And when you see the underline here, that means that it is clickable. Okay. And then if you wanted to schedule out an email for this particular contact, you'll save it as a draft, go to your messages, go to drafts, and schedule. Okay. Do we have any other questions that I can address? If not, this training is being recorded and I will send it out towards the end of the week. So, how did you? Okay, there you go, Nikki. So, lastly, any more questions? If not, you can email me directly, of course, or schedule a marketing 101. So, thank you all for joining. So, I hope you found that helpful. Have a great day. Bye bye.